Hi, I'm Andi Durbin, Rooftop Realty. We're the exclusive marketing agents for Ohtama subdivision in Evergreen, Colorado. And we have been working with John Kurowski with Kurowski Development Company throughout this whole process of getting Ohtama ready to go. John is known as the grandfather of Evergreen in Colorado. He's been building energy efficient homes since 1974. And anybody who knows anything about energy efficiency comes to John if they have an issue or a question. So because we're emphasizing energy efficient homes at Ohtama, we've asked John to help us with that. The home that we're in right now is our Sundrop model, a version of that model that John has built for another customer. And what he's going to do today is show us what energy efficient items are in this home, and he's also going to show us how that could be upgraded and improved.
One of the things we found over 36 years is that energy efficiency in a house is like a menu going to a cafeteria. That people can choose the things that are most important to them and give them the most value in their home, whether it's a ranch home, two-story, main floor master. They can choose their comfort levels, they can choose their interest in energy efficiency, and choose lots of options that fit with their budget. Every heating system in every house has a thermostat. They can be very simple, they can be very complex, they can be programmable, they can be digital, they can be turn a dial, but the most important thing is it drives a comfort setting for your home. This particular thermostat does have a setting that you can set for an entire week, put you to sleep at night, wake up in the morning, and it's an energy saver in the event that you forget to turn off when you leave for the day. Here in Colorado, a basement is very common. Basement walls are generally made out of concrete. A concrete wall has virtually almost no insulation value. Approximately 15% of the heat loss in a house in this climate comes through the foundation wall. In order to make this more energy efficient, there are different insulating systems that you can use. For example, an unfinished basement like this can be wrapped with an insulation product with a vinyl cover on it. This particular product has an R15 insulation value, which means it's going to keep the heat in this basement much better than if it was not covered with insulation. There are other insulation options, but the important thing is we provide these different options of insulation to you. Some will do better for you, some will fit the finishing of the home better, but the important thing, it's your green choice.
So John, I see what they have here is a standard hot water heater that they currently have in the basement here. Is there an energy efficient upgrade for this?
There are quite a few energy efficient upgrades and different kinds of hot water heating systems. This is one they chose. They ultimately are going to convert this to a tankless water heater. There are different types of tankless water heaters, different size water heaters, different efficiency in water heaters, different venting systems. But again, the important thing, all these energy features are just like an option in a cafeteria. You can pick and choose the things that work best for you, your family, and your budget.
Great, thanks. John, as we're walking around, I'm noticing these different colors of pipes, and although it's really pretty, I'm sure it has a more functional use. What are those for?
Yeah, this red pipe and blue pipe is referred to as polyethylene cross-linked tubing. The reason we use this for water distribution in the house instead of copper piping is we reduce the number of 90-degree joints like this. And a lot of the wear over a period of 40 years, 50 years or more, a lot of the breakdown occurs near joints and turns in the pipes. Because this will bend very easy, we eliminate that. The water flows smoother, it's quieter, and we save fuel by not having to solder all the joints. So we've been using this now for about 12 years in our home.
So let's assume that the worst case happens, that sometimes does in Colorado, and you have a freezing cold that gets into your basement. Is this any better in terms of breakage and freezing pipes?
Polyethylene cross-linked tubing is much more flexible in that condition than copper pipe is.
Okay, great, thanks.
Furnaces today come in high efficiency ratings from about 92% to 96%. There are some below that you can still buy in the marketplace, but today you certainly have an option to get much higher efficiency in a gas forced air system, or for that fact, boilers. In addition to the efficiency of the gas usage of these new high efficiency furnaces, you can also get modulating units, which means that you can save a lot on the electric bill by having a smart furnace with a modulating system to it. Another example of an option that I urge you to speak to us about to maximize your energy efficiency components in your home.
I'm noticing this pink material up here. Can you tell us a little bit about what that's for?
That's referred to as the box seal of the rim joist. And that has a insulation product, fiberglass product in there. But before we do that, we cover that whole area with a closed cell foam.
Okay.
And that seals up all the little draft potential areas. And then on top of that, we put that insulation product there. So it's another example. That could be all open cell foam. It could be closed cell foam. It could be a combination of foam and fiberglass, or foam and cellulose, or all cellulose. So because these options are so varied, it's a good thing to sit down and talk to us about the things that are really important to you like this, and we'll help explain those features and, more importantly, the benefits, so you can make some good, wise choices how to save money on your energy bill.
John, I noticed this yellow pipe up here, and again, it's very colorful and pretty, but I'm sure it has a more functional use. What is it?
Instead of using the old black iron pipe with all the hard joints on it, we use this flexible pipe called gas tight. And that allows us to deliver the gas to the fireplaces and the cooktops in the house and the furnace. And it's a very good product and well received here in Colorado.
And so if you wanted to add another gas appliance, is it fairly easy then to tap off of this line?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So John, why did they paint the ductwork?
Well, it's not actually painted. It's referred to as mastic. Where the duct system comes together on those joints, that mastic seals it. So think about mastic as like a special kind of glue. The reason that's important is that the more you can deliver the right amount of air from the furnace to the delivery points, the supply points in the house, the more efficiently that's delivered, the fewer leaks along that duct system, the more performance you get out of your duct system, overall heating system. So it's important that all the duct system and returns are all properly sealed with a good mastic. This is done by a good contractor.
John, it seems like we've talked about everything from the ground to the roof to the walls to the basement. It seems like every single part of your home decision needs to be, if you're going to be energy efficient, has to be considered. Is that right?
Absolutely. We use a simple talking points checklist to help everybody understand, just a simple conversation, all the features and, most importantly, the benefits of all those features. And when people understand that, they can make a better choice in where they're going to put their investment dollars in their new home.
So if they're going to be energy efficient in the Evergreen area, then they need to be looking at Ohtama, and they need to be looking at Kurowski Development in order to prepare and build that perfect custom home for them.